Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kamo Wama BBW, baby, and today I'm going to be doing a story time. Right? I'm trying to be consistent. I'm trying. Story time is about how we became ex-friends, right? How I cut her off. I am having water.
Never that.
No.
See that, Jim?
No.
We're not waiting until I see what.
No.
Let's get into it. Let's call her Eve. You're gonna call her Eve. So me and Eve used to go to the very same high school, right? And things were cool. Like, she was a cool girl. She was very focused at school, of which I liked. She was one of those girls who I'd say, you know how we always procrastinate? She wasn't a procrastinator. She used to work so hard. So I used to like that very much about her. And she's very pretty. You know, we became friends in high school, and then after high school, doing a first year at Vets, I was doing mine at UJ, and we're still kind of cool at the beginning of the year, right? What happens is, so she's like, I'm gonna come to your place, because I mean, after grade 12, we wanna see you. It's okay, where do you live? I live here. Okay, you live there. Okay, so we can meet up. You know, let's have a schedule when we meet up. Let's do fun stuff together. I mean, now we've got all the freedom that we want. So we link up, right? So I feel like, I don't know which one happened first, but there's two things that happened. So the first thing that happened was, so we went to, I was gigging on that particular day. It was I think Friday night. It was a Friday and I was gigging, right? So she calls me and she's like, I'm downstairs. So she came to my place and she calls me. She's like, I'm downstairs. So at my place where I stay, you need to sign people in. If you have visitors, you need to sign them in and stuff. So you, as the resident that lives there, need to sign your visitor in. She calls me, she's like, friend, I'm outside. I'm like, okay, I'm coming. So I put my shoes on and stuff. So while I'm doing all of that, she's standing outside downstairs, right? So this guy, we're gonna call him Peter. Peter drives a very nice car. Peter likes Eve. So Peter was trying to ask Eve out while she was waiting for me downstairs. That was their first time meeting, né? So Peter's asking Eve downstairs. I get downstairs and I find Peter and Eve standing together, and I'm greeting. I'm like, hi friend, how are you? I had Peter as well. Hi guys, how are you? Are you good? Because I'm thinking they know each other. It's only when I got there that I realized, oh, okay, they're still exchanging numbers. They don't know each other. So when I got there initially, I was just like, hi friend, hi Peter, you know. So Peter's like, okay, what are your plans for today? Eve is like, I'm going to Kamo's gig. Peter's like, no, that's cool. Let's all go together. And I'm like, you know, Peter's like, okay, when you guys are done getting ready, call me and then I'll come pick you guys up. We get into my building. I start doing my makeup. I finish it off. So Peter, we're done now. You know, it's just like, okay, I'm coming to pick you up. Peter picks us up. We go to my gig. So my gig was around my morning. We get to my gig. When we get to my gig, everything is fine, you know, like nothing is out of, you know, we're drinking, you know, I perform, I get done. Now, from the onset, when I met Peter, and Peter was like, oh, so you're going to a gig, what do you do? And I tell him, and it's like, oh, really? Okay, like we can do this. You know, Peter is very business minded even now. So he's that person where I'm talking business, I'm talking, you know, we're networking. And he's got like a lot of opportunities and a lot of business ideas on what I can do more in order to expand my brand. So that is our relationship with Peter. That is my relationship with Peter. So it's obviously different from Peter and Eve. Now, so we go to my gig, and even at my gig, Peter is like, he's working with me. Do you understand? He's like, okay, Kamo, do you have all your songs in order? Okay, give me the USB, let me do it for you. You know, he's that person. He's very proactive. So I'm like, cool guy. you know. And then so that finished, and during the time it was lockdown. So it wasn't lockdown, but there was curfews, right? It was after lockdown, there was curfew. So the curfew was 10 o'clock. So at like 10, the club closed. And we're like, damn. Like, we still having a good time, you know? And then Peter's like, no guys, don't worry. So it was Eve, Peter's friend, and myself. When we went to the gig, there was 4 of us. And then when we got there, my other friends came just to watch me and enjoy. So now there's more of us. There's like 6 of us, right? So Peter's like, no guys, it's okay. Let's all go to my place and just chill there. We're like, cool, because we don't want to travel like a far distance, because Peter's place was like by the club. We don't want to travel a far distance, and then next thing you know, hey boo. So we go to Peter's place. When we get there, they said their whole own things. I don't smoke. And at the time, I didn't like it. I didn't like hubby. So when they do their own things, they smoke, we drink. So Peter and Eve disappear. Bear in mind, it was the first day. It was their first day of meeting each other, the first day of knowing each other, the first day of talking to each other, right? No judgment. We stay in the lounge and we drink. After drinking, I fall asleep. I don't know how, but I fall asleep. And early in the morning, I'm like, okay, curfew is over for now, so let's bounce. So me and initially the other 2 friends that joined us later in the night, the other 2 friends are actually males, right? So the other males and I, we bolt and we go home. Eve stayed. Eve didn't want to go. I'm like, okay, sharp, we'll talk on the phone. We didn't meet up for some time. Oh, also bear in mind, Peter took my numbers because Peter was like, we need to talk business, we need to talk 1, 2, 3. I'm like, okay, sharp. He has Eve's number and my number. Me and Peter keep on talking business throughout, and I don't know what happens between them, Peter and Eve. So me and Peter keep on communicating. And then Peter's like, I know club owners. And I'm like, oh, sure? He's like, yes. And you know what? Let me hook you up with them, and then you talk to them by yourself. And I'm like, let's do it. Like, okay, I'm at this place. When I get to the club, I will call you, and then you come through, right? And I'm like, yo, I don't want to come through, and then after talking business, we chill, and it's just like guys, and it's just like me. I'm the only girl. So I was like, can I please come with my friend? He's like, yes, let's call her Diamond. I'm like, I'm gonna come with Diamond. He's like, okay, no, cool. Don't worry, we're gonna put drinks for you guys aside, so that after you guys are done talking, you can just drink, and then I'll take you guys home. I'm like, shop. Obviously, like, we just look neat, and stuff. And I'm like, Diamond. She's like, friend. I'm like, let's go. She's like, say no more, So she comes with me. And then my other friends end up coming with us. I don't know how, but they end up coming with us, and we go to the club. When we get there, Peter's with the club owner and his other friend. I think there was 3 guys. So we get there, and it's just like 3 guys and a bunch of girls. So we get there and we talk a bit and we drink. So when we go home, Peter takes all of us home. Takes myself and all of my friends home, including Diamond. When I place, you can get inside the basement and park your car, and then we get out nicely, and then we into the lift. Right, so Peter does that. We get into the basement. When we get to the basement, so we were Peter's car has the best radio, has the best sound. So we were playing music, and so we were dancing. I think I was taking a video, and then I posted it. I'm like, great night, right? Eve sees my post, right, but she doesn't ask anything. I'm like, maybe she knows what me and Peter are talking business. Because I can see status I can see reposted just now. Just now. Viewed just now. Aibo, okay, sharp. Wathula, nami ngiyathula. So as time goes on, I get another gig, and that gig they give me like a lot of tips, which like came in handy. So I'm like, I'm gonna use it for 1, 2, 3. So it has a purpose. Like you say, so I post on my status again. I think it was up Yankee. No, honestly, Yankee. So I post on my status. I'm like, yo, thank you for the tips. It shows it shows that I'm doing my work quite well, and people appreciate it to the extent of giving me tips. You know, that's how I take it. And I'm like, yo, you know. And then I think I also posted a video on TikTok, like similar to what I had posted on WhatsApp. Eve texts me. She's like, hi friend, can I please have so and so much amount? I mind her because all this time we weren't talking, you know. And also after I posted that video, right, Peter calls me. He's like, Shop, are you cool? I'm like, I'm cool. He's like, how's your gigs going? Is your brand growing? I'm like, yeah, we're still going. You know, basic chats. And then Peter asks me, how? Are you and Eve fine?
That's suspicious. That's weird.
I'm like, yeah? What do you mean? He's like, because no, Eve said, I can't remember the exact words, but it gave off the impression that she didn't want me and Peter to have any type of business relationship or any relationship at all. And it was as if she was saying, so man, you're holding with Bo, you know. But it didn't come from a kind place. It didn't come from a place of being curious. It came from a place of you know. So Peter was like, are you guys fine? I'm like, yeah, we fine, right? He's like, no, because 1, 2, 3, I'm like, it's sharp. He's like, but like, please don't ask her. I'm like, I'm not gonna ask her then. I'm not that kind of person. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna ask her. It's fine. He's like, okay, sharp, I drop a call. So immediately now I make up my mind. I'm like, yo, you disrespectful. Mad disrespectful. And honestly, you don't take me seriously. If you had your own concerns about my relationship with Peter, you could have asked me as your friend, and I would have told you the truth. You know me from high school. You know, and I've never done that before. And I'm always advocating for people who have gone through that, you know. So remember, saying him write her off in my ways. You don't take me seriously. So after that, when I went to the gig and I got the tips and I posted it, she sends me a text. Eve sends me a text. She's like, hi friend, can you please borrow me rand, like money? I'm like, I look at it and I'm like, hey, I mised her. Nah. So that was the second incident. I mised her. And if you think I'm wrong because I'm phoning money, I'm a book. We have things to do. Also, if not being a true friend to me, why should I be a true friend to you? It doesn't make sense. So I mised her because I'm like, hey, boy, I think I'm a joke. You don't see me. So then after, I think she said she took offense to that I didn't give her my money. I get my other friend from school, right? So me, Eve, and this other friend, we were mutual friends all together. We were all friends together at school, and even after school for a while. So Eve was with that one friend, our friend, you know, and Eve tells, I'm gonna call that one friend. Eve tells B, and Eve was like, oh, since Tonto is getting popular, she's acting. Basically, I can't remember the exact words, but basically what she was saying was, since I'm getting gigs, I'm acting all better and I'm acting like different. Got it. And then the friend comes to me. She's like, yeah, you acting better. I'm like, yeah, Ari born. If Ari, you did want to, you're acting better. You think you're better now because when now you are what you getting popular. Ari, yeah, Ari,
What? What?
I was like, no more. Hey, no more. I was like, no more. What? Why are you lying? Tell the truth. The least you could do for me is actually just tell the truth. But essentially, that is actually how our friendship ended. We actually never talked about it. I never talked about it. I want this preliminary. That's what happened. So, and I'm cool with it being that way. Thank you for listening to the story. Thank you so much. If you would like a high school story times or varsity story times, please do let me know. It would be fun to tell these stories. It is fun to tell these stories, especially when there's a so much. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. Please do let me know what you think. I'm trying to be consistent. I'm trying to do it. Please do bear with me as I will be doing different videos, because we are trying to find our niche and what we actually enjoy creating and what you guys like watching me do. So from me, it is goodbye. Till next time.